Hey everyone, Fraser Brooks here, coming to you live from Cologne in Germany. I hope you are doing absolutely incredible. I am excited. Today is day 3 of the Success Summit online. I hope you guys are getting value so far. If this is the first one you've watched, then you can also, once we're done here, you can go back and watch day 1 and day 2, whether you're on YouTube or on Facebook. Do me a favor though and let me know if you are watching it on replay. And if you're watching this on replay right now, let me know in the comments down below. So here's a fun fact. And by the way, if you are new, if this is the first time you've ever seen me on a Facebook Live before, on a recorded video before, on YouTube before, on Instagram before, whatever, then let me know in the comments. Hit new down below. And when I get the chance, if I'm able to, I will come into the comments and say hi to you and welcome you to the feed as well. It's always cool. I remember when I was getting started and I was following like different people like Eric Warwick, I would be commenting, and whenever he replied back to me, I was like, yeah, this is awesome. And it's so funny because I got a memory on my phone today that was 2 years ago today that I actually met him for the first time in person, which was really cool. Got to hang out at his house, did a social media. It was a social media summit, which was really, really cool. And that was the beginning of a rapid climb to writing books and being an international speaker and speaking on stage at GoPro and all of that stuff. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Fraser Brooks. I am a social media coach, trainer, and speaker for the network marketing profession, having been around the network marketing industry my entire life, watching my parents both become, 8-figure income earners in the industry. And then I went on to build a huge business inside the industry as well, using social media. All right. So one thing I identify, and this gets me every time, and I'm going to need your help with this. This gets me every time, guys, is that people don't tend to finish what they start, right? Or people fall into the hype trap, or they fall into the energy trap, or they fall into the excitement trap, and they let that excitement wear off so they don't actually complete the mission. A lot of people, I don't know the statistics, but a large majority of people don't finish what they start. So I remember doing the 5-day blitz. For those of you who did the 5-day blitz that we did not so long ago, we had people on day 1. There was like 2,500 people on day 1. Then day 2 was 1,800. Day 3 was 1,500. Day 4 was 1,200. Like the numbers always drop off. And it's funny, the same thing here is going to happen. We'll have 2,000 people on the first one. We had 1,500 yesterday. It's going to be exciting to see how many people we have on here. And Rob mentioned something yesterday that I made big notes of, and I would love for you guys to let me know if you haven't already done so, what your biggest takeaway was from yesterday. But one of the things Rob said was, just because something is free, don't take it for granted, because the Success Summit online won't happen again for free. Like it just won't. It's because we're in the pandemic, we're in the lockdown. I thought, you know what? I'm going to be cool. I'm going to be kind. I'm going to go above and beyond. I thought I'd do this. So treat it as if you paid $1,000 to be taking part in each day, and pay full attention. All right. So if you haven't already done so, if you could do me a huge favor, comment shared down. Go ahead and hit that share button. It'll be somewhere around here. Hit that share button. Hit that watch party button. Do a watch party. Share this with your teams. Share this with your network marketing friends and family, because we are going to be going into some serious stuff today. And what I'm going to do is, before we get started, yesterday I said to you guys, if you want your action steps. And it's so funny. There was by the time I was doing the action steps, there was 1,000 people on, but only about 100 people did it. Which again, it's always baffled me when you give someone a set of instructions to do and they don't do it. And that's just human nature, and it's a great lesson in leadership that you can't push a piece of string. I think in the US, you say you can't push a noodle. And I don't mean it to sound like come on, you've got to do what I say. You don't have to do what I say, but prove to yourself that you are coachable. I said yesterday that I didn't actually. I'll show you. One of the rules of success, right? There's 3 laws of success, which I definitely shared yesterday: the law of attraction, the law of association, and the law of action. But how to be successful in network marketing is you need to be coachable, you need to be committed, and you need to be consistent, right? So you need to be coachable. And being coachable is doing things that your coach or your mentor says for you to do, all right? So I'm going to go and I'm going to spin the wheel. The winner of the takeaway assignment was Katrina Lee. This was her takeaway. Katrina Lee. My biggest takeaway was from Haley's strategy. Loved the easy steps to accelerate social media and implemented it immediately. Well done, Katrina. That is an action taker right there. Also loved celebrate your first hater. That's awesome. All right, so spin the wheel. And also we're going to spin the wheel again after this for anyone who's shared. If you have shared or done a watch party, comment shared or watch party in the comments and you're going to win. What's you going to win? Oh, go on. That was coaching call. Otherwise it was going to go spin back. Coaching call. So Katrina, message me on Facebook. That's the first one we've done with a coaching call. Message me on Facebook. You are going to win a coaching call, 15 minutes, you and me on Zoom, and we'll chat through anything that you want about your business. Maybe we can talk about a strategy that you're going through and how you can tweak it and make it better. All right. So I'm going to spin the wheel again. Okay, let me have a look. Right, I've got some of you guys have shared it. So let's have a look. Spin the wheel. Oh, no, I did that way too hard again. Right. All right, the winner is Amy. Is it Macon or Machon? I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but you get, I double dare. Oh, you can't see that, can you? I double dare you. Right. So message me. I'll be able to get your address off you, and then I can send I double dare you over to you. All right. So today, I'm looking at my notes. I always have notes. Note takers who are action takers are money makers. Remember that, guys. So here we go. Throughout this live, feel free to comment because I'm able, when you comment, I'm able to see the comments that I like and I'm able to share them. Right. So obviously when I'm speaking, I won't be able to really share as many as I like to. But when our other speakers are obviously going to be on, Machon. Okay, Machon. All right. I love it. Thank you. Like, obviously, I can share them like Linda's there. It sees your face. I can see Leah. Thanks for sharing. We've got Barbara there. Thank you. All right. That's awesome. So when the other guys are speaking, I'll be able to pop up some comments and stuff like that. Right. So today, I'm going to be talking to you about how to grow your Facebook and or Instagram following. I'm also going to share with you how you can improve or increase your engagement. If we reach 1,500 people on this live, I'm going to share another way how you can improve your entire social media game. If we don't get 1,500 on here, I'm going to save it for Success Summit Live. Now, talking about Success Summit Live, for those of you who haven't already done so, the whole reason why I'm doing Success Summit Online is because I wanted a chance to be able to raise awareness for Success Summit Live. Now, Success Summit Live is my annual event. If any of you guys who are here in the comments, let me know that you've been there, right? So let me know if you've been to a Success Summit event. We've done 3 so far. The 4th one is on December the 11th till the 13th, right? December the 11th till the 13th. It's a 2.5, 3-day event. Basically 3-day event. There's a Christmas party. It's going to be absolutely insane. We're going to be going for the biggest ever generic Christmas party there's ever been. You can't buy tickets right now simply because I feel like it's a little bit, not distasteful. Distasteful is definitely not the right word. I think it's a little bit confusing selling tickets when people don't know if they can book flights or not. Right? But go ahead, go onto that website. You'll be able to go onto Summit. You'll be sent a link to the website. You'll be able to join the waiting list. We've already sold 1,200 tickets. There's 1,700 tickets available. So we only have 500 tickets left, and I've not promoted it this entire year, which is crazy. So as soon as we're able to promote it, as soon as I promote it, the waiting list guys are going to get first refusal, and then that's going to be it. Then then we'll probably sell out from the waiting list as well. So I just wanted to mention that because I realized we're on day 3. And I'm not even flipping mention Success Summit Live, which is the whole reason why I was doing Success Summit Online to help you guys out. All right. So, right. So I'm going to talk about growing your following, growing your engagement, potentially about growing your entire social media reach. It looks like we've got about 600 people to go for that to happen. So long shot, but crazy things do happen. Then I'm going to introduce you to a power couple, friends of mine who are going to share with you how to do a power hour. Then I'm going to come back on and I'm going to cover something I'm not too sure where it is in my notes. Then I'm going to introduce you to a friend of mine who is responsible for how I'm being able to do these chatbots. So if you're excited about chatbots, then you do not want to leave early because this guy's going to come on and blow your mind for 20 minutes or so. And then he's going to give you a free PDF where you can get better using chatbots. Is it going to be for everyone? Maybe not. But some of you guys are going to be like, oh my God, I'm absolutely in love with this sort of stuff. All right. So before I get into this, I said yesterday that I had some exciting news to tell you about. In the comments, guys, let me know if you took part. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate all the love. You guys are, right? I appreciate all the love. So here we go. I said yesterday that the last time I did a boot camp was the 2020 kickoff boot camp that started in January of this year. And it was so well received. The bingo moments, the action taken, the results were so insane that Eric Worre heard about it. He asked me, hey, would you be prepared to get the recordings of that course, package them up, send them to our team so we can put it as a bonus for the offer that we did at the GoPro World Tour? And I said, yeah, sure. That's absolutely cool. We'll do that. Like, send it over to him. He promoted his offer. People went crazy for the 2020 kickoff bootcamp. My Instagram, my Facebook Messenger was blowing up with people saying that course was insane. So I thought, you know what, I need to do something similar again. But I thought, here's what I started to think about. I'm known for a formula: activity multiplied by skills equals results. It's in my first book, I Dare You. But on stage at GoPro in 2018, and people still come up to me today and talk to me about that. I did a training where I tell people that my goal is to get to you, right? My goal is to get to you. How cool is it? I can do a virtual summit with nearly 1,000 people and I'm wearing tracksuit bottoms. Like, not sponsored by Nike, but kind of are Nike. Anyway, my goal is to get to you. Now, for every 1 hour of personal development that I do, I'll move my left foot forward. For every 1 hour of activity that I do, I'll move my right foot forward. Now, here's the problem that a lot of you guys have got. You do 1 hour of personal development, and then you do another hour of personal development, and another hour, and another hour, and you just go round and round and round in circles. By the way, that was what I broke my toe on not so long ago. Right? So, personal development, activity, personal development, activity. Then you start getting bored and you're like, oh, I know it all. So you just keep doing the activity, an hour of activity, an hour of activity, an hour of activity, and you get stuck round and round and round and round and round and round and round. So you have to learn and you have to do. You have to do the activity and you have to improve your skills, because anything, we taught this in school, anything multiplied by 0 equals 0. If you have all the skills in the world and you don't put them into action, guess what? Your results will get 0. If you have no skills, 0 skills, and you take all the activity in the world, you'll get a little bit. You might get a little bit of results, but they're going to be very, very close to 0. Very, very close. So what I've decided to do, I'm going to put the little thing here, right? Is if you comment Blitz, what you're going to do is you're going to get a link to check out more about the upcoming Blitz. Now, the Blitz is going to be starting on Monday the 25th, right? Monday the 25th of May. So in just under, in like 12 days time, okay? Monday, here's how it's going to work. I'm going to explain how it's going to work so you guys can get more information. You can share it with your teams and stuff like that. But what's going to happen is over 5 days, it's going to be similar to like this. Over 5 days, I'm going to teach you a skill so you get really good at that, like you master that skill. But at the end of every day, I'm going to share with you what we're going to do. So the skills, so Monday to Friday. Monday, I'm going to talk about creating a powerful daily method of operation. So like, what do you do every single day for you to actually improve and increase? A lot of teams and companies and leaders have their DMOs that are overwhelming. It's like, oh my God, I've heard 37 different things. No. We're going to create a simple set of things that if you just do and do and do and do and do and do and do, you will crush, right? Second day, I'm going to talk about time management. Because a lot of you guys, you got to do the DMO, but you're like, oh, I don't have the time. Like, I've got so much going on. I've got this training, that training, this training, that training. I've got to do that. I've got to do this. I've got to do that event. I've got to do this. I've got to pick up the kids. I've got to watch the kids. I've got to do that. Blah, 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 blah. So we're going to talk to you about DMO and then time management. Right? DMO and then time management. Third thing is tracking. So one of the big things that people get really are not very good at is tracking. Like, I've got all these conversations going on. Like, how do I track it? Like, So we're going to talk about that. Number 4. Oh, it's really difficult to hold my finger down. Number 4. All right, number four is I'm going to talk to you about how you can almost instantly set your team on fire and set yourself on fire. There's a way where you can get excited almost at a click of a finger or a press of a button, right? Oh, I thought I buggered the lights then, right? And then on day 5, I'm going to talk to you about how you can get more customers and distributors joining your team. Now, that's the first part. That's the skills part. The activity part is what I get really excited about, because I don't do this very often. In fact, I do it every week with the people in my inner circle group. We started this about 2 weeks ago, and I mean, it's just been insane. The feedback's just been absolutely nuts from that group. And one of the reasons why I decided to do this, and this is one of the favorite bits about the 2020 Kickoff Bootcamp, was every single day we're going to do a Zoom call, right? We're going to do a Zoom call where everyone comes on, and we're going to do 3 or 4 action steps together, right? So we're going to go, right, guys, 10 minutes, action step 1, 10 minutes, action step 2, 10 minutes, action step 3. That's going to improve your social media reach, that's going to improve the number of people on your list, and it's going to improve the number of people who are checking out some information about the business that you're doing. But here's my goal. Here's my goal. So obviously, improving your activity, improving your skills will improve your results. Results, though, are improved through accountability, right? And accountability, I've got a process and a system that worked with the bootcamp, and it worked with the influencer bootcamp that I did in September last year, where I am going to send you a message, or I'm going to send you an instruction of what you've got to do each day that's going to enable you to progress and progress and progress and progress. And at the end of the week, I get all the results of the activity that you did through the accountability forms that I send out. And then we're going to have some prizes. We're going to give grand prizes to most number of customers, most number of distributors, most number of reach outs, most number of comments, most number of find out messages, most number of all the different things. The real reason why I'm doing this, though, there's 2. The selfish reason is I want to do the biggest ever generic blitz in network marketing history. I'm going to say it again. I want to do the biggest ever generic network marketing blitz there's ever been. Meaning, people from all different countries, people from all different companies, people at all different skill levels on one call going hard on focused activity. The unselfish thing, which is selfish as well, but the unselfish thing is because this, if you've noticed, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 of May, I believe that network marketing can have its biggest ever month in a very, very, very long time in May. So if we have the biggest ever blitz and we've got a load of people blitzing, look at what can happen as a ripple effect at the end of May. End of May is going to be strong. It's going to be super strong for those of you who join the blitz. So in order to be a part of the blitz, it's $47 US. Obviously, I've got to charge for it. It requires a lot of my time. I've already given away so much stuff here. But it's $47 US. It will be that until Sunday. So until Sunday, the 20, there's 14, 15, 16, 17. Till Sunday, the 17th of, Sunday, the 17th of May, midnight, well, kind of 11:30 p.m. UK time. Sunday, the 17th of May. It will then go up to $67. If you want the link to tell your teams, just get it from when you're on the link. It's fraserbrooks.com/blitz. Here's what I noticed last time, and then I'm going to go into the training and introduce our first speaker. Here's what I noticed last time. Last time, the person who had the most number of people in the blitz was the one who had the biggest results. Right? And if you get it at $47, that's less than $10 a day. $10 a day, I can assure you the activity that you're going to take alone is going to pay off, and it's going to be worth it. A lot of you guys have already done them before. You kind of know what to expect. It's different to the ones we've done before, different content and all that, but you'll know the energy that you're going to get. How long does it take? It take about an hour a day, maybe an hour and a half each day to complete. But if you join before Sunday, you get lifetime access. You'll get lifetime access to the Blitz calls because they're all recorded, the trainings, and all that sort of stuff as well. Right? So let's see if we can break a record. I think we'll be setting a record, to be honest. I don't think anyone's ever done a generic Blitz call before. I know that I'm kind of like famous and popular for teaching the Blitzes. There's been so many amazing results from people who have been teaching this process, the process that I build with training, blitzing, accountability around the world as well. So super, super cool. All right, guys. So let's get into it. I'm going to leave that link there until our first kind of speakers are coming on. They're going to be coming on in about 10, 15 minutes. So now what I want to do is I want to ask you guys a question. And if you haven't already done so, comment Blitz in the comments. Otherwise, when that link goes, you'll miss the chance. You won't miss the chance. I'll be mentioning it again, but you might be you just be able to just do it a bit later, but yeah, it will be removed. So here we go. Oh, you're also going to get a content calendar as well as a part of it. All right, so here we go. I want you to let me know in the comments, what is your favorite social media platform, right? What is your favorite social media platform? I want you to know. I want you to let me know what your favorite social media platform is. I can see a bunch of you guys have already joined the Blitz. I'm excited, you flipping action takers. That is good to see. So what's your favorite social media platform? I know a load of people love Facebook. I'm on Facebook, so it's going to be slightly biased. For me, here's my order. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. Those are my favorites. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. And the thing is, whatever I teach, it applies to all of the different processes. Because here's what I want you to know. Trust the principles, test the systems and the strategies. Okay? The principles last a lifetime. The principles that I share in I Dare You and I Double Dare You, they last the test of time. If I mention like different tools and different systems, yes, those are going to change. The principles you trust, they work. The tools and the systems you test. You test the Facebook Lives versus stories. You try Instagram Lives. You try Instagram TVs. You do YouTubes. I believe all of you should do a product review. I believe the only place that you should mention your company name is YouTube, right? Now, if you mention your company name and product name all over your Instagram and Facebook and it works for you, great. But I believe every single one of you should do a video reviewing your product. My review, if you're allowed, again, compliance, some companies are a bit. So let's say that, and again, this is just a generic water bottle. Svetlana got it for me yesterday, it arrived yesterday. And it's got, actually, big shout out to you, Sebastian. You know who you are if you're watching, for sending me what the product is in here. Obviously, generic, so I can't mention it. But people send me stuff all the time, so I'm not just going to leave it on the shelf. I'm going to drink it. Obviously, I've got a big backup of loads of different products. But I might do a review. So today I'm going to be reviewing a product that is by blah, 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 blah. And apparently it helps with, I'm going to see for myself. So, yeah, I feel pretty good. Oh, it tastes nice. 3 hours later, whoa, yeah, I've got more energy. This is cool. I would endorse it. In fact, click the link below if you would like more information, right? Because people are on YouTube going, what is company X? What is product X? Okay, they're not doing that on Facebook or Instagram. No one's searching on Facebook, what is product Y? What is company X? Ooh. But they are on YouTube and they are on Google. And who owns YouTube? Google! So your videos could come up. All right, so here we go. First thing is how to grow your following. All right, how to grow your following. So how you grow your following, I believe the best way of doing this, and I'm gonna remove the Blitz, and I'm gonna keep it on there for 5 more minutes. I believe the absolute best way of growing your following is using what I call a 5 by 5 by 5 strategy. Now, this is really, really great for Instagram. And I talked about this on a webinar. Who was on the webinar that I did like 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. But this is Instagram, but the same applies on Facebook. I'm someone who says that commenting will beat content. In the beginning, commenting will beat content. Why do I say that? Commenting is the easiest thing for any of you to do, right? You just go onto social media, right? You find a post, you comment on it. 3 fire emojis, 2 rocket emojis, 17 dance emojis. It's easy. It requires absolutely It requires absolutely no skill, no effort at all, right? So you go on Instagram. Here's how we do it. So we're on Instagram, right? We go and search. Then we go and search for, maybe we're going to search for a hashtag or a place. So I'm going to type in travel, right? Tags. We're going to type in travel and tags, okay? Then it's going to come up with hashtag travel. Maybe we're going to go hashtag travel blogger. That's our first hashtag. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go on these top posts right here. Last time I did this, there was loads of like basically nude women on the post, and it was a little bit awkward. I was like, oh, hang on, oh, screenshot. Just kidding. I'm very happily engaged and all that. I should be married. I'm going to say I'm married, even though I'm not officially. I am in my own mind. So I'm going to go on this post, right? And then I'm going to comment. So five hashtags, find 5 posts, and then comment 5 words or more. So I'm just going to love it, comment, absolutely love this. Thanks for posting. I didn't even read it, but obviously I'm doing this for an example, right? So there we go. Absolutely love this. Thanks for sharing. That's 6 words and some emojis. So that'll be counted as 7. So 5 hashtags, 5 posts, 5 words or more. Bingo, done. Now, if I do that every day, it will take me about 15 to 20 minutes a day, right? If you're just getting started, it might take half an hour a day. But what's going to happen is all the people who have commented, who are like addicted to social media scrolling on Instagram, are going to see that and go, all right, that's cool. Who's that? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Looks like he's got some good follow. The person I've just commented on, amateur snippets. God, I could have said that completely. I nearly said amateurs nippets. That would have been interesting. Well, I just said it, didn't I? So amateurs Okay, I'm gonna stop. I could go and find. She might see my comment and go, "Who's this dude?" It's funny actually because the people I'm going to introduce you to in a minute. I was doing this example too, right? I was given this example of, and I found this page called the Side Hustle Project. I think it was called. I might have got that wrong, but the Side Hustle Project, they can correct me when they come on. And I was like, all right, cool. So I've just found this post by the Side Hustle Project, and I'm gonna audio message them. Then after we'd finished, I realized that it was my mate who replied to me. He was like, oh mate, this is so fun. Is this automated or is this actually you? I was like, yeah, it's actually me. It was hilarious. You had to probably be in the conversation for it to have been funny for you guys. But it's just funny how that works, and it's not relevant at all. Now on Facebook, 5 by 5 by 5 might not work as well for you in terms of hashtags, because hashtags aren't as well used on Facebook. But go find 5 groups. Go find 5 groups, then find 5 posts in the groups, and then comment 5 words or more. That's it. That's all you got to do. So if it's Instagram, again, for those of you who like Instagram more, 5 hashtags, 5 posts, 5 words or more. If Facebook is your jam, if Facebook is your thing, then find 5 groups. How? Go into the search of Facebook. I mean, I'm going to show you. Like, I don't like just saying the wow. I like to show the how as well, right? So go onto Facebook, search, travel. Now, obviously, I'm in a lot of travel groups for network marketing companies because I do a lot of training, so please ignore that. So travel, I'm going to hit groups at the top. Then it's going to show me all the groups. So the travel bucket list has over 500,000, right? 1.6 thousand posts a day. That looks quite active. So I'm going to go on there. I'm going to join it, and then that's one of my 5 groups. So yeah, Ollie says lamp lovers. For those of you who know my lamp lover story, you'll know that one. If you don't know the lamp lover story, we'll save that one for another time. We'll save that for another time. One of the best stories in network marketing, in my opinion. Hilarious. So we're going to go find 5 posts, 1 on travel, 1 on sport, 1 on dogs, 1 on being a mum, 1 on personal development. We're going to find 5 posts and we're going to comment 5 words or more. Now, if that's too much for you, do 3 by 3 by 5 or 1 by 1 by 5. 1 group, 1 post, 5 words or more, right? Oh, it's cheeky. Oh, shit, I can see you guys. You know that. Sorry, guys, you can't see what's going on. Yeah, anyway, Brilliant. We might talk. There we go. Nice. So for those of you who are watching me, I can see our speakers in like a waiting room. They just had like a little bit of an intimate moment, and I can see them. You guys can't hear them. I can't hear them. Probably a good thing. But that just happened. And now he's embarrassed. He's gone red. He's gone red. No, he hasn't really. Everyone says that. Oh, you've gone red. No, I'm not. No, I'm not red. I'm not red. Anyway, back to the training. So 3 by 3 by 5, 1 by 1 by 5, 5 by 5 by 5. Find five hashtags or 5 groups, 5 posts, 5 words or more. Do this every single day, and I promise you'll get more friend requests and more followers. You just will. You just will. It just works. And for those of you who've been testing this and doing this, go and check it out. Right? What I'm going to do is I'm now going to introduce our next speakers, and then I'm going to come on after, and I'm going to talk to you about how to grow your engagement. So on social media, that's how you grow your following, right? Then I'm going to talk to you about how you grow your engagement, okay? So first speakers today, obviously outside of myself, are a power couple, which everyone aspires to be, right? If you're in a relationship and you get the support, but there's like such like he's like, no, like, oh my God, I'm just doing this on purpose now. And to be honest with you, I actually only wanted to invite Alicia, but I just felt bad. All right, I'm going to keep this. I'm going to talk to you guys, right? So these guys are just incredible. They are some of the hardest working people that I've met, but also some of the most coachable people as well. Not only in network marketing, but in other areas of their life. So Alicia has crushed it in other areas of her life. Lloyd has crushed it in other areas of his life. He's got the nickname Diamond. In his boxing name is Diamond. I guess because he just kills it under pressure, or he's as tough as a diamond, or like something like that. They're just great people, and they've mastered the art of doing their own power hour, right? Which is a version of a blitz. So instead of obviously just being a part of the blitz that obviously we mentioned here, I want them to come on, and I want them to come and share some of the things that allow you to be really effective in a short amount of time, all right? So they're over in Australia. It's bedtime because it's like 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. in Australia, which is past bedtime because everyone goes to bed really early in Australia, but also wakes up super, super early. So I want to introduce them. Remember, guys, this is virtual, but I want to imagine there's 1,060 odd people in a room right now, and these guys are being welcomed to the stage. And I want you to kind of like give the clap emojis or the love hearts, or they're like, yeah, go these guys, to Lloyd and Alicia, who now can you hear me?
I'll move back.
What's up?
Hello.
Yeah. So you guys good? You good?
Yeah, good. Always
awesome.
Good.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump off the screen, and then you guys just go crush it.
Awesome.
Sounds good to
Let's
me.
Go.
All right.
Thanks. All right, what's up, everyone?
Hello, everybody.
My
we are
goodness.
excited to be here.
This
Oh
is
my
awesome.
gosh. Hello.
So it's true, Fraser did invite my beautiful wife Alicia to come on, and I'm a ring-in. So I hope this goes to plan. But we're excited to be on.
It won't go to plan.
That's okay. So we want to say first and foremost, thanks so much to Fraser Brooks for inviting us on to train you guys. It's so exciting. And for you guys for listening in and playing all out and commenting. So we're excited for you. We're going to give you the secret sauce, the power hour that we love and we train on every day, we use, and we've found it so powerful in our business. So who here, and pop in the chat there in the comments, who here would love to be able to build their business truly with an hour a day?
Pop in a 1 in the chat box.
I normally like to say raise your hand, but I can't see any
Pop
hands.
in a 1 in the chat box if that's what you would want. And who here would love to know exactly what you needed to do within that 1 hour? If you want to know, pop a 2 in the chat box. We want to hear from you.
The 2s go in there. No 2s. No, I'm kidding. There's a lot of 2s. All right. So who here would love to be able to do that just on one page, like one simple page where you could not only do it, but give it to your team and teach it so that it duplicates throughout your whole organization. So you've got a whole team of people in your team doing power hours. Look at that. Shanta wants 2 too. So if you want that, pop in a 3 in the chat box below. Pop in a 3 if you want that.
A 3 in the chat box. Awesome. We're going to make this as interactive as we can, so we're not speaking to ourselves. But my name is Alicia, and this is Lloydie, and we are so excited to be on live with you guys today. When Fraser messaged us and he was like, okay, this is the time. It's 10:30 at night. Is that too late? We thought to ourselves, we're like, we would be awake until 3 a.m. to serve Fraser. We would be awake until 3 a.m. to serve this industry. And we just wanted to thank Fraser, of course, for inviting us on, and of course for you guys for showing up. 90% of life is showing up. So as long as we provide one person on this live tonight value, we are happy. All right, so we're excited. It's been a long journey for us. We've been in network marketing now for 6 years, Lloydie. 6 years.
6 years.
I cannot believe it. 6 years. We started off with 0 experience in the industry. We had no idea what we were doing. We didn't really use social media back then. Memories pop up actually, and I used to get 1 or 2 likes, and my likes used to be from Lloydie.
My marketing strategy was text message and emails. That was what I was doing.
We didn't know what we were doing. We even started off at the very beginning of our journey. We had printed out these amazing flyers that we had spent days and days creating, and we went to a car park outside a theme world here called SeaWorld. And we got these flyers and we were putting them on car windows, and we were running away because I was just like, I don't think this is actually legal. And we spent all of our weekend doing that.
That was our marketing plan.
That's how we started. So I just want you guys to know that.
If we can do it, you can do it. And then, of course, we discovered some incredible training from Fraser Brooks. And I've got to say, after reading this book and this book, just, right? I've got to say that it changed a lot of what we do in terms of our network marketing, and we're so happy that it happened because over the last few months, it's really been all online. So it's been this thing where we've been able to build our business using social media, and now with Fraser's training, it's just taken us to a whole new level. So you definitely, if this is brand new for you and you're like, am I in the right place here? Is this going to be the right trainer? Fraser Brooks is really helped us tremendously. I couldn't even explain it. So you're definitely in the right place.
That's right. So when we first started, we were both working corporate. So yep. I was working 5 days a week. Lloydie was actually working 6 days a week. So we were busy. So if you're busy, pop in busy in the chat box. And we didn't really have a lot of time to build this. We just knew that we wanted to do it because we had seen people go before us. They had the financial independence, they had the choice, and they had the freedom. And that's exactly what we wanted. So we were busy, and then we got introduced to the Hour of Power.
I don't know if we got introduced or we fell into it because it was what we did at the end of the day. But it sounds good, right? It actually
has a name now. And back then it was really, really messy, and now we've simplified it and we've made it a lot easier using obviously Fraser Brooks' scripts and his processes. And when we were working corporate, Lloydie used to come and pick me up from work, and we used to drive home, and we literally used to sit in the car before we went upstairs back to our house. We sat in the car for an hour and we just got to work. We were, we just had deliberate action. We were intentional just because we had only the pockets of time to work with. And that was our power hour that we did 5 days a week, every single day during the week. And, we haven't been the quickest builders, but we've most certainly been the most stable, and we've most certainly been the most consistent. And what we're most excited about is sharing with you our power hour, what it looks like, what our team is using, and we're not teaching you guys something that we're not using ourselves. So today, we are in the trenches. We are using the power hour, and we are using the scripts. So we're excited to introduce it to you.
We did a sneaky.
What are you gonna say?
We did a sneaky power hour today, just here. Like I was like, let's just do a power hour. Let's just, just do. Oh, actually, it was Alicia's idea, but we're doing it almost every day. And what's cool about this is we're not only just going to teach you or show you the power hour. You're going to be able to take this and get a screenshot and have it as a tool. So it's going to be a deliverable for you today. You're going to be able to take it away and use it. And the other thing we're going to show you is how we actually implement it and how it duplicates in your team. So
let's go, baby.
You ready?
Who's excited?
If you're ready,
pop in the chat box.
Ready in the chat box.
Ready. I am ready to see this bad boy
I'm ready.
of a document.
As soon as you see the first one, we'll go. We'll just stay here and wait.
I think there's a bit of a delay, so let's rock and roll.
Okay, so let's get to it.
All right, we're going to share our screen, and hopefully
Laura
you
wants
guys...
it.
Hopefully
Okay.
you guys can see what we see. We'll roll with it. All right, we're going to click that and then share.
Okay, good. I'm glad that.
And then we're going to bring up our PowerPoint.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. And then we're going to go full
Okay.
screen. And we are in action. All righty. So take it away, Lloydie.
That was pretty easy. Is that showing up?
Uh,
Elevator music. Perfect. All right. Okay. Hour of power. All right. Why it's called the hour of power is because this is the income producing activity that if you focus around this, it's going to be the most powerful thing in your business. It's
This is the deliberate action. This isn't the fake work.
Yes.
This isn't the I'm just scrolling. I'm in the scroll hole, baby. This is ass on chair, 1 hour
It's
of power.
4% of effort probably of your day, but hopefully 80% of your income in your business. So let's get to it. So we've broken this down in 3 stages for you guys. We're going to go through each one of the 3 stages. And then we're going to explain how we roll it out and how you can duplicate it. Okay, so the very first part, and you would recognize this from Fraser's first book, I Dare You, is all about posting and engaging. Okay, so the objective of the first 10 minutes, okay, is to increase your exposure. All right, you want to be able to be seen on social media, on Facebook and Instagram, wherever you're doing it on. You want to be seen. Okay, so how do you do that? How do you actually create exposure, all right, to your network? So the first thing you're going to do is the top part, which is post. Your content is obviously king because your content gives your viewers something to engage with and watch and get value from. Okay, so there is a formula for it. So the first 10 minutes of the hour of power is going to be focused around posting and engagement. Okay, so you can spend 10 minutes doing a post and then perhaps even 10 minutes of engaging, or you can do 5 minutes posting and then 5 minutes of engaging, whatever you want to do in that 10 minutes, and you can structure it how you want. So when you're doing your posting, we follow the RVL methodology, which is results, value, lifestyle. Okay, that's all you need to worry about posting with your content. So what are results? Well, you want results of your products or results of your team members. Okay, so it's like having a testimonial sitting on your Facebook page, for example, all right, on your Facebook profile. The next thing you want to focus on, you want to do 2 of them per week. Okay, so we focus around, if you go to one of our profiles, Alicia did an interview today with a customer. That's 1 of 2 she'll do this week, and I'll do 2 for the same. Okay, so 2 results posts a week. The second one you want to do is you want to do a value post once a week. If you go to my profile, you'll see I usually give value around finance or something that interests me. I'll give my audience value. It doesn't have to be.
We like to have a bit of fun. We taught our audience how to juggle the other day.
Some juggling, right?
Whatever. We've been learning in isolation.
It doesn't need to be around your opportunity or your product. It can be value in anything you'd love to give. Okay, you just got to give them some value so they engage in your stuff. And the last 4 posts for the week, you want to do 1 value post a week, and the last 4 posts are going to be lifestyle. So we'll do stuff about, we're here with our dogs at home. We're usually out doing something, traveling, working out, whatever it is, and we'll post a lifestyle. So there's usually 7 posts a week minimum you'd want to do. 2 results, 1 value, 4 lifestyle. Okay, so RVL.
Awesome, great. And so, Fraser touched on it before, content is great, but so we always say content is king, but engagement is queen, because the queens are always better. No, Queen always wins. So basically, you want to, Fraser touched on it earlier, engagement. So number 1 is all about posting and engaging online to increase your exposure. So if you want to receive love on your Facebook posts, you've got to give love. So engage, CPR, basically means comment, provide value, and reply. What does that actually mean? Say you do a Facebook post and someone comments on your Facebook post, you just go and you comment back and you reply. So if you go and check out my Facebook profile, you will notice that anyone that ever pours me any love onto my profile posts, I will go and give them love back. And so you want to go and do that on other people's posts as well. You want to go and provide them value. say, for example, someone posts like, where can I get magnetic lashes, for example. You can go onto their post and you can go, hey, this is where I got mine, and this is how a review around it, right? So you're providing them value. So you can do it that way. I absolutely love watching stories. Lloydie, not so much. And so I go in and I make sure that I'm sending people comments when I'm watching their stories, or I send them an emoji just so they know that I'm watching. Because guess what they're going to do? They're going to hopefully go and stalk me as well. Birthday messages, such a great way to work your way through your Facebook friends list. Every day, send a birthday message. We actually have one pre-recorded. We used an app called Dub Smash. Fraser Brooks actually told us about it, and we pre-recorded a really fun video, and we send it out to people on their birthday in their inbox, and 9 out of 10 times people respond going, that was the best thing I saw today. And that's just so cool to provide that value into someone else's life. Another way that you can engage is you can go onto your memories. Your own memories, and you can go back and you can look at who commented on them a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, however long you've been on Facebook, and you can re-engage the conversations that way. So there's so many different ways that you can engage. You can engage on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook. And so we just wanted to show you what you really need to focus on in the first hour, in the first 10 minutes of that power hour. And why this is first is because it's getting you in the zone. It's getting you in the zone for the next step.
It's getting you warmed up, right? So here's the thing. A couple of people asked some questions. When do you post your content? Once a day is the minimum we encourage.
And at the start, that was it was a habit that we had to build. It was a muscle that we had to build.
Build a muscle,
right? So we had to train ourselves to post every single day.
But you want to post when it's most busy, and typically it's usually most busy first thing in the morning or in the evening. Okay, so that gives you an idea. Once a day, either in the morning or the evening. If you can post more than that, great, but don't overdo it. You don't need to. The part about the commenting, someone said, do you comment first before you post? Here's the thing. If you're doing a power hour every day, you're going to be commenting on their stuff, and the next morning you might post, and it's just going to be like, it's like churning the bark up in the garden. Okay, doing the commenting.
What do you like to say? It's like an art. It's like a
dance. It's like a dance. Yeah. Okay. So even though I can't dance in real life.
So if that makes sense, pop makes sense in the chat, and we'd love to read your comments.
Golden nuggets. Okay, we're only just warming up here. We're just warming up. So here's the thing. Team. Just spend the first 10 minutes doing that. We're going to explain how to do that in a second. We've got to get through this. We want to make sure you guys have this first before we explain how to roll it out. So this is you. This is your part.
Oh, awesome.
Go.
So I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but when I first started, I felt like I was doing all the posting on social media. I was doing all the engaging on social media, but I was just having the same people show up in my newsfeed. I had the same people commenting on my stuff. And I was like, okay, something needs to change. And what I realized was I had to grow my network. I had to expand my network, meaning I needed to broaden my audience. So I needed to have more people view my content. And so Fraser, thank you, Fraser. He introduced us to FAM. We were doing it already, but we didn't know it had a name. Find, add, message. So networking online is so simple when you know what you're doing. So we are here to show you how to keep it simple and how to build a bigger audience of like-minded people who you can vibe with. So basically what you want to do is you want to search for groups like what Fraser was talking about before. So you can go into a Facebook group, something that you're passionate about. For example, dogs, if you've got a dog, if you're into cooking, if you're a brand new mom, all those different types of groups, the travel group that Fraser was just talking about, you can go into that group, check out some of the members, see who you vibe with, and you can just find them. So you're finding them in that Facebook group. You're adding them as a friend. So you go onto their profile and you click add friend, and then you message them. You message them straight away. And this is such a simple message like, hey, Sam, hope you're having a great week. I noticed you belong to the Dash Hounds in Paradise group, so I thought it'd be cool to connect house things. And you send them that message. The reason why you send the message with a question mark, obviously, is to start the conversation. But if you didn't send the message, it's kind of like, just picture this. It's kind of like going up to someone in a bar and just staring at them.
That's weird. Don't do that. That's weird.
All right.
That's weird.
So you want to engage, you want to get the conversation going. And I want you guys to know, not everyone you send a friend request to will respond and accept your friend request. Okay, it happens to me, it happens to everyone. So just go into groups and connect with people that you can have something to talk about. And something that, another thing that you can do as well, I had a sponsored ad pop up today, and it was about buying templates for your Instagram stories or something like that. And so I went on the sponsored ad and I was just checking out some of the comments. And so I messaged a few of the ladies that had commented on that post, asking them what they thought about those Instagram stories, the template, if they had bought it. So it's just drumming up conversations with people who are in business, women who are in business. So I had something to talk to them about. So I used that one. Hey, Sam, noticed you commented on XYZ. So I thought it'd be cool to connect. How's things?
What funny story about this, actually. So let's just go back a couple of years. Come to this Facebook page. There's a guy called Fraser Brooks. He had done value. He was giving a live. Okay, so he was providing value in content. I commented on it.
Yeah.
Right? And then I added him as a friend, I think. And then he shot me a message and said, hey, Lloyd, great to be connected here on Facebook. How's things? So he kind of like fammed me.
Yeah.
So that was my first introduction to that whole like online thing. And since then, obviously, we've been able to implement both these. And we've had tremendous success of not only enrolling people through the value content, but also like when Alicia touches base with someone in a group and creates that conversation, she can invite them to events and do all these sort of things. So it's definitely been effective for us, these two steps. So the next 10 minutes, that's the second 10 minutes. The final 10 minutes, okay? The little clock here, final 10 minutes, all right, of your power. So you can see this is in 30 minutes, okay? It's called the hour of power. So we're going to explain what you do in the next 30 minutes, but the first 30 minutes is these three things. The third part is the most important part, okay? The third part is the most important part. It's called making an offer, okay? Now, there's a guy in marketing called Frank Kern. His name's Frank Kern, and he is arguably one of the best direct response marketers in the world. And he says your income will grow in direct proportion to how many offers you make to the marketplace, okay? So this is what people are great at doing. Number one, posting, engaging. Yeah, that's fun. They're great at like connecting with people, saying, how are you going? What's happening? Chatting away. But here is where the rubber meets the road. And here is the part where most people avoid because it's the most uncomfortable, all right? It's where we actually have to ask them if they're open to taking a look. Now, why, Alicia, do people avoid this the most?
Fear of rejection, fear of people saying no, fear of
the rejection, fear of people saying no, fear of people not getting a response out of it, right? It's like, oh, I'm going to get a no, right? So understand that that's present. Understand it's going to be natural and normal, but once you move through this and get used to it, you're going to be fine, okay? So I'm just going to move this thing to the side here so I can see this script here for you guys. So here's when you make an offer. Let's say you've posted stuff, you've engaged, you've fammed them, you're having a conversation. This is what you need to do to get enrollments, okay, into your business, all right? You have to do the direct ask, okay? So because we are decision hunters. We look for decisions from people, all right? So here's two examples you can use. Hey, Sue, just curious, would you be open to checking out some information on the 30-day challenge I've just done? No, as if not, just thought I'd ask, okay? Now, we only use that because we've got a nutrition-based product in our business. We do 30-day challenges, so we want to ask them those questions.
So you can change that to like a game-changing product. Same scripts in Fraser's book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll see these are very almost identical to what Fraser's got in his book, okay? Because they work, all right? And they duplicate. So the next one is for the income opportunity. So be like, hey, Sue, just curious, would you open to checking out some information on how to leverage social media to make a second income? No worries if not. Just thought I would ask, right? That's Fraser. So these work. And so they're simple and they're straight to the point. You're either going to get three responses from this: a yes, a no, or a maybe, or a silence, you would call it, right? So you know one of the things that doesn't happen?
What?
You don't die, okay? You're not going to die,
no.
Right? So don't worry. Someone's just popped in here, the fear of spamming, okay? Here's one thing you have to understand. You're sending this message to a lot of people but they're only receiving one message.
Yeah.
So don't feel like you're spamming people, because you're not. You're sending one message to one person. All right. So don't feel like you're spamming anyone. You're not doing that. Okay. So that is the final piece. If you do that, we had a girl in our team, and we hopped on a breakthrough call with her, Lana, and she said, guys, I've been doing the whole power hour thing. I haven't got any results. What am I doing? I'm doing my stuff. What's going on? I'm like, let's jump on a call. So she was doing the posting, engaging. She's doing the adding and spamming, right? But she wasn't making enough offers. And we said, look, go out and make some offers in the next 2 days. And in 2 days' time, she had 2 enrollments into her business, and
That's
it was awesome, right? So.
And it was growth for her. Of course, number 2, like 1, 2, and 3, it's just going to take work. These are the skills. These are the skills that you have to build over time. And the more you do it, the easier it will become. The more offers you make, the less the no's will hurt. And so you just have to do it over and over and over and over again. But you have to start somewhere. Start with 1, 2, 3 a day and build up over time. And that's exactly what happened to Lana. She just got used to sending out the offers, and now she's not frightened of doing it. So that's the first 30 minutes of the Hour Power, the Power Hour. The second 30 minutes is all about responding to all the messages from 2 and all the messages from 3. And then if anyone commented on your social media post and stuff like that. So you're just tying up all the loose ends from your action-packed first 30 minutes.
Yeah, so that's exactly right. So this is the most important part. This is the prospecting process, the marketing process, the networking and marketing process.
We call it the IPA, so the income producing activities, okay? And you can track this. You can track your numbers. You can write down how many people you spam and how many people you direct message as well. And then you can evaluate it based against your income as well over time, and you'll find your number.
Someone here has asked, I think it's Paul has asked, how many can you send without being, look, I think you can send about 30 or so on Facebook without being blocked. Just test and measure that. The other one is, what do you do with all the people you're trying to track? Here's the thing. If someone's interested, that is your hot prospect, and that's who you spend time with. Don't worry so much about the people that have said nothing to you. You're looking for the ones who are ready and the ones who are simple and say, oh my God, that's amazing. Yes, I do. I'm ready to go.
Cool.
Right? All right.
Alrighty. So we're just going to close up really, really quickly. So what you can do now is you can take a screenshot of this. You can use it. You can share it with your teams. What we would suggest doing is jumping on with a couple of team members if you've got team. If you don't, it starts with you, baby. And then you just get one person and you've got a team. Jump on there. Jump on with them. You've got a bit of accountability. We go onto YouTube and we YouTube Electric Countdown, 10-minute. Electric Countdown 10 minutes, and it's this really upbeat, cool music that Fraser introduced us to. It makes it a lot of fun because in this business, it's all about making the fundamentals boring. The fundamentals fun. All right. So, Lloydie,
the fundamentals fun. So, look, when you jump onto YouTube with you and a battle buddy, so someone else, like Alicia said, go on YouTube the song 10-minute countdown electric. Okay. Push play on it, do this together for 30 minutes, all right? And have fun with it, but take this and duplicate it through your organization. So your organization can have multiple power hours going on all at once. And when that happens, you've got not only great enrollments, but you've got duplication and you can grow a large global team doing that. So we hope that's been of value to you guys. I think that's it for us.
Awesome. So pop in the chat box if you can do this, say can do this. And
yes.
Yeah, that's
if you can do this, put I can do this. And if you can teach this, put I can teach this. All right? Because teach the teach to lay on the beach. All right.
Oh, look at that. That was so, guys, that was so good. I was just saying to Svetlana, I said, like, I felt like a really proud father. I was like, oh my God, like I can retire. I can retire the beach now because there's other people just, that was amazing, guys. That was honestly incredible. And guys, I hope you do me a favor and give Lloydie, which is now everyone's going nuts saying, like, I love how you call him Lloydie. It's a very typical Australian thing to have a nickname ending in O or IE or Y in Australia. Like, I think, yeah, anyway, we'll say that. But yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Give these guys a bunch of love. They should be in bed. It is past bedtime in Australia. But yeah, I just appreciate you. I appreciate you guys so much. And big
Thanks, man. We
Thank you
appreciate
so much for having us on, and thank you for everyone watching.
Thanks, man. Talk to you
All
soon.
right. See you guys. All right, guys. How good was that? Like, that was so good. Here's the really cool thing. And it's so funny because I've got to admit, because of all the different stuff going on, I kind of reached out to 7 different people and said, like, hey, can you jump on with me? What kind of topics would you like to talk about? And they kind of gave me something back. And that's pretty much all I gave. I didn't tell them really what the flow is, what I'm going to be talking about. And it's so crazy because I mentioned the Blitz before obviously they came on. And obviously I said in the Blitz that we're going to be doing the activity with we're going to be doing training to increase your skills. And then we're going to be doing a Blitz call to increase your activity. That process is pretty much what we do as a group. Now, here's what I know. If I leave it up to you to do on your own, you won't do it. If there's you and another person, you might do it. But if we all do it as a group, just you wait and see what happens. You will do things that you can never even imagine yourself doing, right? It's just weird how it works. I've got a saying, it's not the seed, it's the soil, right? It's not the seed, it's the soil. It's not you necessarily, it's the environment that you put yourself into. If I get the world's worst seed and put it into the best soil, it can grow into this huge tall tree. If I get the world's best seed and put it into the world's worst soil, it won't grow into anything. It just won't. It's the quality of the soil, the quality of the environment that's going to help you win. Like, I'm so glad. I don't know about you guys, but we're at the halfway point now. We've done 2.5. We've done 2.5 the sessions. We've got another half today, and then we've obviously got Thursday and potentially Friday. Friday may or may not happen, depending on the demand that we get from today and tomorrow's session. But I'm just so grateful that I've been able to have the chance to hang out with so many of you guys. I'm just going to look at the statistics from the first 2 days, just to show you how much exposure this has happened and how much of an impact we've had on the network marketing profession as a community and as a group here. So day 1 has had 41,500 views. 41,500 views. Day 2 has had 28.8 thousand views. So that's like 70,000 views in total. And then so far today, it's impossible for me to see how many views it's had so far today, but we're coming up to over 100,000 views across the 3 days, which is just, it's amazing. It's mind blowing. So here's what we're going to do is, again, if you haven't already done so, you can comment Blitz in the comments and you can get more information about when the Blitz starts, how much it is, what's involved, and all that sort of stuff. All right. I don't want to mention it too much more because I want to make sure that we get into more value. In about 15 minutes, I'm going to be introducing you to the next speaker, the last speaker for today, who's going to be talking to you all about messenger bots, right? But now I want to talk to you and share with you, we didn't hit the 1,500 to do this private training, so I'm going to save that for when I'm in person with you at Success Summit Live. But here we go. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to talk to you about a process of how you can grow your engagement using social media outside of, obviously, the power hours and stuff like that, right? But before I do that, I'm getting my wheel out. And don't forget, guys, on the Blitz sessions, on the 5-day Blitz that we're doing, the wheel will be getting spun a lot, right? It will be getting spun and used a lot. So if you've commented Blitz, you are going to be in with the chance of winning one of the prizes. I'm going to spin the wheel twice. I'm going to spin it once now, and I'm going to spin it once before we bring our next speaker on. All right? So comment Blitz if you want, and then we're going to see who's going to win. So let's see. The winner is, Caroline. What a cool name. Caroline Killington Parker. You win $100. Yeah, that was $100. Sorry, that was $100. So Caroline Killington Parker, what a great name. Caroline Killington Parker, message me here on Facebook, and I'll be able to get you that $100 over to your PayPal account, which would be pretty flipping cool, right? $100 just for turning up and being a contester, being an engager, being a participant. Right. So here we go. let's get into the process of building your engagement. Well, first and foremost, each and every single one of you right now who are in the comments, you are proving to yourself right now that you are doing the first fundamental, and step one is be an active user. Now, so Facebook and social media will categorize you as one of two types of users on social media. Number one is you will either be a passive user, or two, you will be an active user. Now, a passive user is someone who goes onto Instagram or Facebook. I'm using Instagram just for an example because, oh, nearly dropped my phone onto myself. That would have been really weird. But it's someone who goes onto the newsfeed and goes, oh, yeah, that's cool. Next video. Oh, 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 that's nice. Oh, next video. I'm Marina Warwick. Oh, awesome. That's cool. Oh, Fraser Brooks is there. Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, cool. Angela's there. A passive user is someone who consumes social media. They don't want consumers. They want creators. They want creators and contributors, right? So a consumer is a passive user. They just consume the information. A creator is someone who creates content. A contributor or a collaborator is someone who gives to the content. So that's one way how you grow your engagement, is start to create content and start to contribute to other people's content. So you can prove to yourself right now by just commenting something. In fact, let me know in the comments what your favorite, right. If we were in a bar right now, what would you order at the bar? Right? I want you to prove to yourself that you're not just watching this, but you're being a passive user. I want you to become an active user by letting me know. If we were in a bar right now, what would you order? Would it be a beer? Would it be a red wine? Mine right now would probably be, it's kind of boring, I know, but I'm kind of off the alcohol kind of thing. But it'd be a sparkling water with a lime, right? That's what it'd be. Someone said a porn star. I guess that's a cocktail. I think it is. Whiskey, mojito, margarita, gin and tonic, iced tea. Svet, what would you? She's not there. Awkward. Gin and tonic. All right, porn star martini. All right, so ordering a porn star at a bar, you might get a different, it depends what kind of bar you're in, I suppose. Pint of cider, nice cider, pink gin and lemonade, bottle of Prosecco. Would order red, white, and blue. Nice. Gin and tonic, right? French fries. I love that. Thinking outside the box. Go for the food instead. Coca-Cola, lime and tonic, Moscow Mule, right? So you guys right now, Bubbles, you guys right now are proving to yourself that you are an active user because you're engaging. Active users get more engagement than passive users. I want you to focus on being a creator and a contributor more than a consumer. And what I mean by this is if you're scrolling on social media for 10 minutes, I want you to spend more than 10 minutes commenting, contributing, and obviously creating as well. So that's step one. Step number two is find what your message is. So in the comments, let me know what your passions, interests, or hobbies are. I know I touched on this, I think, on day one, but it's important that I go a little bit deeper on this. So I want you to let me know what your passions or interests, let me take this banner off. I want you to see what your passions or your interests are, right? Do you like horse riding, knitting, surfing, football, golf, dogs, cats, pets, partners, network marketing, personal development, health and wellness, cider, make and travel, crafting, scuba diving, music, sports, bingo, family, cooking. So if you like this thing, here's what most people get wrong. Most people post and create content around their product and their business. However, what happens is after a while, when they don't get results, they feel drained and like, oh, I don't know what to post today. I don't know what to talk about today. And they become a drain. No one wants to be around a drain. When people can see when you're trying to force content. And what happens is you start attracting, if you talk about your products and your business, you start attracting other people who have businesses. So no wonder why you're coming to me and you're saying, hey, Fraser, I just get added by loads of network marketers. I want to be added by... Whatever message you put out there is the audience that you're going to attract. Because here's how it works. Has anyone ever seen the suggested friends or the list that says people who you may know, right? If you're on Facebook, it will come up saying people who you should connect with, suggested friends, people who you may know. And they tend to be other network marketers, right? They're all these other network marketers. However, if you start posting about poetry, music, mindset, personal development, football, juggling, volunteering, philosophy, growth, animals, nature, stationery, croquet, traveling, photography, dogs, guess what you're going to be suggested to? You are going to be suggested to other dog lovers, to other photography fans, to other whatever. So if I was in a bar with you and I sat across to you and I said, hey, I want you to talk to me about your network marketing product. Depending on your experience level and your results will be dependent on how long you can talk to me about your product. You might be like, oh yeah, well, it's really good. I love it. I use it every day and this is how much it is. I'll be like, well, we've got another 6 hours here, so keep talking. And you're like, oh. And you start forcing the conversation. No one wants to be a part of a forced conversation. Have you ever been involved in a conversation with someone where you're like, here's a good one, a first date. There's two types of first dates. The first date, number one, where the conversation is flowing and you're like, oh my God, this is so easy to connect with this person. Or the other kind of first date is where you're like, oh God, you're looking at your hand, looking at the questions you've got, and you're like, so, would you rather the toothpaste or the toothbrush? And it's just a weird conversation. And you know, if you have to force it, it's not going to work. I have a saying in my book, I dare you, right? Prospecting is like farting. If you have to force it, it's probably poop. It's the same with content in your message. If you have to force your message, then it's probably going to be poop, right? Now, if you haven't already got my books, and I know Lloydie and Alicia referenced them a lot because obviously they built predominantly amount of their business using the books and it's helped them explode their businesses. Comment book down below. All right. I know because a bunch of you guys said, how can I get the book? So I'd be silly not to mention it. So if you want one or both of the copies of the book, comment book down below and you'll be sent a message in the messenger from my chatbot with the link. And we're going to be sharing with you in about 5 minutes or so how you can get to know how to use chatbots, which are really, really cool. So I'll leave that on there for another couple of minutes. All right. So once you've got your message, now you can talk about 2 or 3 different things, right? I talk about, watch my social media, and I encourage you, model what I do just for your own, put your own spin on it, put your own vibe on it, do what I do, but for your industry. So I'll do lives about network marketing. I'll do posts or quotes about positivity. I'll talk about social media. I don't talk about anything else. I don't post about anything else. It's either network marketing, social media, or positivity. Network marketing, social media, or positivity. I don't talk about football on my post. I might mention it in a live. I might mention that I love dogs in a live, but I don't post about being a dog lover. I don't post about being a football fan. I mention it in my content, but I don't post about it. Now I get known for something, not everything. Because no one knows you for everything. People know you for something. I'm excited because our guest is ready, standing by. So John will bring you on about 5 minutes, buddy. All right. The problem with this, our next speaker is he's a Man United fan. He's a great guy, but yeah, he's doing things behind the scenes. Anyway, I feel like this live's a bit of a private conversation between our first speaker and our second speaker. So he's awesome. I love him. He's amazing. So number 1 is be an active user. Number 2, get your messaging straight. Don't overcomplicate it. Whatever you feel that you and I could talk about on social media or in a pub for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours, that's what you talk about. Because the money's not made in the posts. The money's made in the messenger. I want you to really understand that. Do me a favor, guys, like Liverpool or Man United. Just do that in the quotes. Understand and do that in the comments. Understand that I am a big Liverpool fan and Man United is basically the devil and the enemy. John, our next speaker, is probably the only Man United fan that I actually like. There's a few others, obviously, but yeah, John, and I'll tell you exactly why I like John. I love John, actually. I adore John. Okay, I'm going to stop. This is a bit weird. Right, so number 3 is build the audience based on the message you're talking about. right? So there's way more Man United than Liverpool at the moment. I should not have mentioned that. It's just that You'll Never Walk Alone. That makes up for it. Let's put that on the big screen. We're going to keep that on there for at least 30 seconds. So here we go. You've become an active user. You now got your message right. You know what you're going to be posting about in terms of like what you're going to talk about every day. Be a fountain, not a drain. Okay? Now, outside of that, you then need to build your audience based around your messaging. So if you're always talking about your favorite movies, go into Facebook groups or go find Instagram hashtags about movies, cinema, actors, actresses, Hollywood, Netflix, TV shows, and start to find, add, message other people who are like that. Because here's the thing, guys. If I am talking about network marketing and I add or attract a network marketer, and then they see that I'm posting about network marketing, what do you think that they're going to do in time with my posts? Think about it. If I'm posting about my favorite movies, every single day I talk about, this is the top lessons that I learned from The Shawshank Redemption, top lessons that I learned from Gladiator, top lessons that I learned from the movie Rush, I mean, let me know what your favorite movie is in the comments, guys. Top lessons that I learned from whatever. What's another good movie? Moneyball. I really like the movie Moneyball. Top lessons that I learned from the movie The Green Book, right? What do you think happens over time when I've got an audience, a Facebook friends list, a following of movie lovers and TV show lovers? They're Back to the Future. Good shout. Good movie, that. Guess what's now going to happen? Comment. Yeah, I love this movie. Look, I feel the same. Never looked at it that way. This is awesome. I'm sharing this post. You've inspired me to make a post like this. Boom, 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 boom. You build a community on your personal profile or your fan page around the message that you're putting out there. Number one, be an active user. Number two, find a message or a couple of messages. Number three, Kung Fu. There's a load. There's so many great. Troy, Call the Wild, Back to the Future, Black Hawk Down, Harry Potter. You're a wizard, Harry. The Bucket List. Good movie. I like that, right? Get the audience. Build the audience. The third thing is timing. Now, you're not in control of the timing. What you Avatar, you're not in Kansas anymore. You're on Pandora. Love that movie. Avatar is really good. There's a second one coming out, I think, sometime soon. Shawshank, one of my favorites of all time. Die Hard, love that. Yippee-ki-yay. That's all we're going to say with that bit. Right, so timing. Now, if you consistently post the same sort of message, different topics within that message, and you start continually messaging people who are in that target audience, what's going to happen is over time, your following and your engagement is going to grow, and people will see that and they'll want to be a part of the conversation. Here's the thing. What would you prefer? There's a meeting going on, right? There's a meeting going on, and you're the one there in the meeting room, and you're going, right, so today I'm going to be talking about The Shawshank Redemption, but it's only me talking about it. Woo! Come join me, guys. No one wants to be the first person to the party. No one wants to be the first person on the dance floor unless they're encouraged through the use of alcohol, bribery, or whatever, all right? However, when there's a buzzing environment and everyone's like, oh yeah, I love the dance floor's booming, the dance floor buzzing, everyone wants to be a part of that. Find your be an active user. Find your message. Build the audience around that message. Stick with it and keep going. And eventually, after the timing, you'll get the engagement. And I have an acronym for this process that's called MATE. Right? It's called MATE. Message, audience, timing, engagement. Message, audience, timing, engagement. Message, audience, timing, engagement. I prefer to call my network marketing following and friends my mates, right? I use the word mate a lot, but there's a reason for that as well. I don't just do things accidentally. I know that my message and my audience is matched up, and in time, this person is going to engage with me, whether it's in the messenger, in the stories, or in the main feed. Now, before I introduce the next speaker, we are going to spin the wheel. But I believe in 1 or 2 posts a day, 2 maximum, 1 a day. Focus on 1 a day on your news feed, on your grid, right? Whether it's news feed on Facebook or grid on Instagram. And then in the stories, there's no criteria. Anything can go in there. behind the scenes, 300 posts a day, 1 post a day. It doesn't matter. You don't have to complicate it or overthink it in the stories. All right. So guys, if you want to be in with a chance of obviously being in with the winner, all you got to do is share. Oops. Or we'll keep it blitz there. If you comment blitz in the comments, I'm going to spin the wheel, and then even if you've done it or not, comment blitz down below. You're going to get information about the upcoming blitz, which is on a special early bird offer right now until Sunday, or otherwise stated, right? And then we're going to spin the wheel, and one of you guys are going to win. So here we go. Spin that wheel, spin that wheel, spin that. It's kind of funny on the blitzes because everyone starts chanting, spin that wheel, spin that wheel. So the winner is Yvonne Matthews. Oh, Yvonne. Hey, Yvonne. The winner is Yvonne Matthews, and she went, oh, that was, I think that was $100. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say that that was $100, Yvonne, instead of a book. So I know you've got a copy of the book, I believe, anyway. So Yvonne, message me on Facebook. I'll be able to get you that $100 over, and I appreciate you. All right, guys. So I'm super pumped about this. And if you haven't already done so, if you could consider sharing, I would massively appreciate it. I can't believe there's almost still 1,000 people on here. We started with about 1,000. We're still on 1,000. Big, big love. I want you to pay very close attention to this next guy. This guy is one of the reasons for me using chatbots and messenger bots. For those of you who've ever had, whether you find them annoying or not, it's one of the best ways for communicating. And this guy, for me, is the #1 authority that I will ever go to when it comes to anything messenger bots, right? There's only a handful of people in the space who know what they're doing, and there's only really one that I know who can build and help with network marketing. Now, he is completely generic. He's not tied to any one company. He's not an affiliate for a company. He is just an ambassador like me for network marketing because he wants to help the world he wants to help network marketers just like you use messenger bots to be able to build your business. Now, yes, he is a Man United fan, and I do hold that against him, but he has helped me out. Him and Vincenzo are the two people who have helped me out more than anyone else in this network marketing space from a technological standpoint. He never asks for anything in return. He is a giver more than a taker, always. And probably one of the best examples, one of the reasons when I realized that I would end up loving this guy was we were in Santorini together. Which is so bizarre. A lad from Liverpool and a lad from Manchester found themselves stuck in Santorini. Stuck in Santorini. We were like, oh, we need to get some food. Let's go. So we went down to this like local little Greek kind of place. It was in a harbour. It was only us eating and the family, right? And I did the classic. Oh, I forgot my wallet. But best go back and get it. And John was like, oh, I'll stay here. Like, you go get your wallet. So I go back to the place to get my wallet, bring my card. They didn't accept card. So I was like, John, you all right? It was got really awkward. Like, mate, so I still owe this guy €13.50, I think it is, like 13.5 euros. He's calculating in his head. He's like, no, it's a little bit more than that, mate. And plus interest because it's been a year. Whoops. But he's just amazing. I absolutely love him. He's been on my podcast. He is, for me, the #1 authority in all things chatbots for network marketers. He's prepared a little something for you and a free PDF. So if you see the message pop up, and that's going to be it, the message comes from me. Again, it's going to send you the PDF. He's awesome. His name is John Preston. So please give a massive, warm, virtual round of applause, love heart explosion to John Preston, the Mank. How you doing, mate?
Hey.
There we are. We're good. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. How are you?
Loving life, buddy. Really, really good to have you on here.
More or less exactly a year to the day since you owe me lunch.
Mate, I'll make it up to you when the lockdown is over.
Literally, we weren't walking out of there. That old Greek lady with the frying pan, someone had to pay.
Yeah, someone had to pay. Oh yeah, mate. I appreciate you for so much. I'm gonna jump off and leave the floor to you.
Okay, mate.
All right. Appreciate it, buddy.
No worries. So amazing to be here. Thank you very much. I'm going to go through a couple of things for you today. It's going to be very, very top level. I'm not going to go really technical, but I'm going to go through why you should be really getting to grips with messenger marketing and chatbots. And then I'm going to show you exactly how, as a business, we're implementing them with clients and seeing amazing success with it. So, for example, the latest client that we're doing this with, we've set a chatbot up, and we've got cold traffic coming in from a Facebook ad. It's converting 60% of that cold traffic to qualified leads. And not only that, 95% of those people are then confirming, yes, we want to keep on talking to you in this way. So in chat or phone numbers, you know, it's absolutely insane. But let me take you back a few years as to why I got into messenger marketing. And this was early 2017, which doesn't seem that long ago, but actually that's when chatbots first started, really crude. And I had my own physical business, and I needed to get transition that business online. It was because my daughter's health was suffering and I couldn't be in the place. So I needed to take this business, which was a PT and gym business, online. And I needed to do that pretty quickly because I was spending more and more time by a hospital bed. So a lot of, you can kind of relate to that now, that people who've maybe focused on meeting in person or meeting in hotels need to pivot and get online fast. I had to do exactly that. And instead of using the traditional sales funnel, which was Facebook ads to a landing page to email marketing, I tried chatbots, and it was ridiculous. I think I spent £400 in ads, and in 6 weeks, I brought 15 grand back. So it was like, there's something in this. We've really got to pay attention to it. So, and I apologize now, I've got notes down here and I've got notes up there because there's so much I'm going to give you over this next 20 minutes. But as Fraser said, don't worry if you're not catching it all. There is a completely free guide, some additional training. If you just comment chatbot, you're going to get that straight away through Fraser's page. So let's talk about why you should be paying really close attention to messenger marketing and using chatbots. Facebook, the Facebook platform where you're watching this, has 2.6 billion monthly active users. Now, the messenger platform currently, so not the Facebook platform, but the messenger platform, the app where you've got the messages coming through, 1.3 billion monthly active users. So that's a lot of users. By next year, get this, they anticipate that to be 2.4 billion monthly active users. So that's not far off. Just Messenger alone, the amount of people who are on the Facebook platform. WhatsApp, another one of the Facebook family of messenger platforms, 2 billion monthly active users. So between them, right now, that's 2.3 billion monthly active users. Now, imagine what happens when Facebook, they've got 3 messenger platforms. They've got Facebook Messenger, they've got WhatsApp, they've got Instagram. And you'll see now that they've got WhatsApp by Facebook, Instagram by Facebook, all those messenger platforms, they're all coming together. It's going to be one giant platform with payments. It's going to take over how you communicate. Now, this is very much about marketing exactly where your audience are already hanging out. And we've just established that 1.3 billion of them are on Messenger. And think back to why email marketing actually came about in the first place. Businesses realized that people were communicating with each other by email. They were used to the platform. They were happy using the platform. They don't need to download anything for it. Email marketing was born. And, it was super successful when it first came out. It's still successful. I'm not saying don't do it. But messenger marketing, get this, is up to 80 times more effective than email marketing. So if you're currently email marketing, you absolutely need to be creating another list for your messenger marketing. It's a different way of marketing, but it can be up to 80 times more effective. As I just said with the example, we're getting some of these 95% people are clicking and taking action. So, it's really cool. So let's talk about why, as a network marketing pro, what the benefits to you are. How does this transition to being a network marketer. So the first one is time. Now, most of you guys, or a lot of you guys, will have got into this for time freedom. And I looked at, the network marketing business, and you got people, I'm into this for time freedom, and they're working 18 hours a day at this. That's craziness. By implementing these systems, by getting some automation into place, then you're actually giving yourself some time. So next one, convenience. It's on your phone. It's on your prospect's phone. It's 24 hours a day. You don't need to do it. It gives you the opportunity. And I saw the last presentation, people were talking about, rejection. People being rejected when you're prospecting people and saying no. If you've got a prospecting flow set up, you don't need to worry about the people who aren't interested. You just need to worry about you just need to deal with the people who have actually said, yes, I want to know about your prospect and your business. So actually, it's convenient for you. You don't need to trawl through all these people. And you don't need to listen to all the people that say no, which, is cool. You're going to build your list. And I'm going to come back on to, again, list building and how important that is. But it's really, really key for any business to be building your list. It's a great user experience. And again, something that I've noticed watching these presentations all week, the same messages are coming out over and over and over again. The user experience is fantastic, but a couple of things to mention here. This is not about you. This is not about your business or how successful you are or how amazing your product is or how great the compensation scheme is. This is about your prospect or your customer and what it is they want to do and why they want to make a change. And so you can make this journey all about them and then just give them the information. Don't try and close, certainly with a prospecting chatbot, do not try and close through some automated system. The really, really cool non-spammy chatbots, get this, are the ones that actually instigate a human conversation at the right time, rather than try and automate the life out of everything and try and sell somebody without having to speak to them. That's just lazy. Speak to the people who are hot prospects that want to know about you and your business. So, speak to them, get some information, get onto a call with them and actually understand what it is that they're there for. Now, the other thing that we're talking about is scale. Scale and replication, which again is so key for building your teams, really growing that business. And you quite often you'll hear these coaches' mantra or equation that they have almost, which is systems and automation plus list building, and that's the key to scale and success. So you can put these systems in place to actually enable you to break through that glass ceiling of I've only got so much time, I can only handle so many people within my team, and actually automate some of that process to allow you to grow. Okay, shall we get on to exactly how you should do this? And again, if you're commenting chatbot on this, you're going to get a PDF which is going to go through in more detail some of the technical side of this. You'll even get a template that you can just one click, that's it, it's installed on your chatbot, and you can do this on a free account as well. In fact, I think if you click on this, it's even got my code, so you can get a free month. So loads of bonuses. Okay, so checking my notes again. How? The first thing we need to talk about is, and this is one for Vincenzo, if you've watched any of his stuff recently, omnipresent marketing. Now, that sounds kind of funky, doesn't it? What does it mean? When I said before that email marketing, you absolutely should be doing it. Omnipresent marketing means that don't just be in one place. Don't just be a messenger. Don't just be on email. So when you're building your lists, when you're building these lists, your list would be people who engage with your page, people who engage with you personally, people who engage with you on Messenger, so your Messenger list, people who engage with you in your group, people who engage with you on email, on YouTube, on Telegram, on Instagram. All of a sudden, there's absolutely no escape. I'll tell you a story about how Fraser does this incredibly well. So one morning, get up, email from Fraser. Later on, another email from Fraser. Get on, notification about Fraser's group. Notification from Fraser's page. Notification he goes live. go onto Facebook, suggested friends, it's Fraser's dad. There's literally no escape from the guy. He's marketing everywhere, right? So the next one. Now, this is not magic. You can set up the best chatbot system in the world, but it's not magic. You need to do your bit and get people into it in the first place. Okay, so we've done this in the past. We've set something up, and people have gone, do you know what? It's not working. Well, how many people have you sent it to? Well, no one. You know, what are you hoping for? So, you know, you do need to actually get out there and take action. Take action consistently by just inviting people into it. If you invite people into the top of your funnel, into your chatbot system, it will take them through the process. If you don't invite anyone in, it's not going to do anything. So, as with anything, simple, consistent action brings results, even if the action isn't perfect. Right. Now on to more technical stuff with regards to the setting up of Messenger. Plan to succeed or prepare to fail. And that statement is never been truer, especially with, you know, I see it all the time with people, even people who are building these for themselves. I've built up a list of 1,000 people. How do I contact them? Well, there's something now called the 24-hour rule. So if you've not actually planned this out in the first place, unlucky, you can't. You must put into place a plan to re-engage with people. And I call this a stepping stone strategy. Yeah, absolutely. Simple, consistent action. So this plan to re-engage, this plan to keep your 24 hours open where you can keep talking to people. Now, very briefly, the 24-hour rule is that from the moment a prospect or a subscriber or someone who engages with your page messages the page, clicks on a button, takes some sort of action within your system, automated systems have 24 hours to send any messages that you like to that prospect, to that person. Outside of that, it's up to them to re-engage. And I'll give you an example of how we implement this as well. Now, stepping stone strategy. So that's how we're going to get people to re-engage. Imagine that you've got a river and you've got a new prospect on one side of it, and then you've got your kind of your call to action, your upsell, your whatever it happens to be on the other side. And you need to guide this person just onto the first stepping stone. And then what you need to do is get commitment from them to take them to the next step and to the next step and to the next step, until ultimately you get them to the call to action and what you want them to do. And you can set this up without even knowing what the other side is yet. You know, if you've got several steps, you could put a chatbot into place now and get people to opt in for something that you might be doing in a few months' time. So, you know, I might be doing a boot camp in a few months' time. Would you like me to notify you when that's going on? Yes, cool. So that's how we're going to do this. And I'm going to show you now something which, again, funnily enough, was almost mentioned in the previous presentation. The example I'm going to give you now is all around a 3-day challenge. So from a network marketing point of view, this could be something for onboarding new team members. It could be if you've got a product, so say it's a health or weight loss based product, you could bring people in and just get them to implement certain challenges each day alongside the product. And then something, you know, on day 3 where they've got an upsell or a new package, or ask them if they want to come into the team when they're seeing results. And the way that we do this, let's go through. There are 8 steps exactly to set this up, and everything's there in that training. So do hit that chatbot. You're going to get all of this in far more detail, plus a one-click link to install the whole template for this, so it's all done for you. So the first thing you need is a business page. These things do not work on personal pages or Instagram or LinkedIn or anything else. Everything must come from your Facebook business page. Second thing you need is ManyChat. And again, there's a link on the PDF that you get, which as I'm an official partner with ManyChat and one of their official educators, there is a code with, well, that link is a code in itself, and I think you get a month free when you upgrade to a pro account if you want to try some of those features. the template itself doesn't require a pro account, so you don't need to go and upgrade just straight away. So you need ManyChat. Other platforms available, but I'm only going to tell you about ManyChat because in my opinion it's the best one. Now, third one, your opt-in, and opt-in for your offer, your hook to get people in. We quite often call them within marketing circles a lead magnet. So what is it that people are going to come in for? A free offer or a free sample or whatever, or a free 3-day challenge. You can get people in many ways with this. So a link, maybe cold Facebook ads. We do this all the time. Comment growth tool, which is exactly what you're seeing working now. When you're commenting chatbot, you can. That's exactly how it works. So anyone that is commenting on any post that you're doing or any live you're doing, they can come straight into your chatbot system. So that, you can see how you're starting to automate the process. It's not a case that Fraser has to go, it's sat in the background there messaging everyone, with the PDF every time you comment. It's automated. You just need to come on and do the live and that's it. So, sorted. You can have landing pages. There's a million different ways you can do this. And you can, if you're using back to URLs, the links, you can use those across any platform in emails or LinkedIn or wherever your audience tend to hang out, but it'll bring them back to Messenger. So number 4 is you'll deliver your lead magnet, your offer within Messenger, and then you'll ask that person to opt in for the challenge. I'm running a 3-day challenge starting on Monday. Would you like to join it? Yes. Can I notify you? Yes. Right. They click notify me. They've given you specific consent under what's called a one-time notification. Again, this is all in that PDF. Don't stress about getting too technical with it. They've given you specific consent to get back to them whenever it happens to be, to tell them, right, the challenge is starting. So the challenge starts Monday morning, right? Sunday night, challenge starts tomorrow. Are you up for it? Click the button, say yes. They've clicked a button, 24-hour window is open. We can send them anything we like within reason. Step 5, Monday morning, start the challenge. So you're going to send your message Monday morning. Maybe you can send something in the afternoon. Step 6, each message needs to have a button on it. Answers in the comments. Why does it need to have a button on it? See if anyone's paying attention. There's a bit of a lag on it, so I can't tell whether you're saying or not. The reason it needs to have a button on it is because your 24-hour window keeps rolling over. Those stepping stones. The purpose of each day's messages is that I'm getting you to take some action to take you to the next stepping stone. Do the same on day 2. Do the same on day 3. That's your step 7. So you just repeat for however many days it is. Step 8 is you can then upsell. And what you've actually got then is somebody who's really engaged. They've been following your process. They've been following, you've not had to do anything. You can even, as one of the steps each day, say, go to the group and post proof that you've taken part in this challenge. You're creating group engagement. You're marketing on multiple levels. And what have you had to do? Just get people in at the front end. Maybe rock up to the group and do a live. That's all you've had to do. And that's exactly what we've got now. That was quite a rush through how to set up chatbots and the benefits to them. Hopefully you've got something through it. Why does it need to have a button on it? It's because the button is your prospect taking action. When they take action, you have that 24-hour window to send the next message without them having to opt into it. It's almost that action is the opt-in for you to market to them. Yeah, and that's how you stay. That's how you stay legitimate with your messaging. That's how you stick to Facebook terms of service. You'll see some people breaking these rules. There's loads of coaches do it. They'll be sending messages always. I've not opted in for stuff, and you're getting messages. Facebook are going to shut those pages down for messaging. So this is just a way to stay within Facebook terms of service. Build your list. Don't lose your information. You can do anything. You can send this information any way you like. You can subscribe to an email list. You can get them into your group. You can get them to like your page. You can get them to follow you everywhere, just as part of this whole process. And it's all automated. So give it a go. type chatbot, get involved with it. You seriously need to be paying very close attention to Messenger and making it a big part of your whole recruitment, onboarding, sales strategy. Okay.
Mate, I love you. You're awesome. Guys, give John some love in the comments. That was amazing. John, are you all right for like 2 minutes?
Yeah, as long as you like.
So, guys, I wanted this to be an introduction to Messenger bots for you. It's such a difficult thing to explain, but John is one of the best at explaining it. How do I use it? So, and John, I'm just thinking for like a network marketer right now. Step one is get the PDF, right?
Yes.
So step one is get the PDF. Step two is get a business page.
Yeah.
Do you need a business page to succeed to be able to succeed in network marketing? No. Do you need a business page to be able to succeed with Messenger bots? Yeah. Or does Facebook own Instagram and WhatsApp? Yeah. Does that mean that Messenger bots has a huge future, not just in Facebook, maybe Instagram and WhatsApp? No. So as a network marketer, this is what I would do. And obviously I use it. I've been using it there wasn't anyone in network marketing using it before I kind of started using it. I learned the hard way, got banned, come across John, haven't been banned since, which has been the reason why he's a pro in this and he knows his stuff. But what I would do is I would create similar to how I'm using it. So we're saying, right, so you could go live. You could do an interview like this using StreamYard. You could do a live just yourself. You could interview a customer, a client, whatever. And you could talk about 3 benefits of your product, right? So, hey, today I want to talk about 3 benefits of this amazing thing called H2O. Now, H2O is made up of whatever. Benefit 1, benefit 2, benefit 3. In fact, I have another 25 different benefits or another 6 benefits. Or if you would like my notes from today's lesson or today's class, comment notes below and I'm going to send you the information. Following what John can teach in other different things and obviously in the PDF, you'll be able to get them into a list and then you can mark it to that list and follow up. I have a saying, the fortune is not in the follow-up, the fortune is in the follow-ups. And using this process, you'll be able to not fully automate your follow-ups, but you can, drip. So would you agree in that sort of strategy, John, for people who are on here now who are like just wanting to get maybe a flow set up of just following those sort of processes?
Absolutely. Keep it really simple. The longer we've done this, the more we've stripped it back and kept it to the basic stuff. It just needs to be one simple message. If you're talking about products, you can get people in there and, ask the question, what was it that kind of got you about that presentation? What was most interesting to you? And so when you're actually having that conversation with somebody, you know what it is that they're interested in.
Mm-hmm.
If you're actually going to go on to some sort of sales call, you've got all of this information. We do this all the time with people and say, what's your current situation? Why do you want to change? Or what's your goal? What's it going to take to achieve this? And then when you actually get onto a sales call with somebody, you can just ask them the same questions again. I'm not selling you anything. You told me what you want for, so you just tell me again why you want it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basic sales 101, but you can put people into that mindset of understanding what it is that they like about a product, which makes them more receptive to buying it.
Yeah, it's one of the things that you taught me. It was actually in Santorini a year ago, which is nuts. And the idea that hardly anyone has actually done it, obviously people who worked with you have, but the people who haven't worked with you, no one's doing it, which is crazy, is having a flow, guys. Imagine a decision tree where it's like you ask a question, hey, have you been in business before? Yes or no? They say yes. Have you done network marketing before? Yes or no? They say no, right? Then they get asked, would you be interested in a network marketing opportunity? These are just really basic questions. They say yes. Are you aware that there's an investment of 500 euros to get started? Yes or no? They say yes. Are you ready to invest today if the opportunity is for you? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, let's book a call. if people are like, no, I don't want to network marketing, no, I don't want to invest, no, I'm not ready, why do you want to talk to them?
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the great things that you shared with me in Santorini that just made me go, oh my God. And obviously creating this system is one thing, and then obviously advertising is another way. Again, you taught me another one where you could put a code onto a business card or flyers, where people can just hand flyers out as well to get people into a chatbot.
There are so many ways to get people, you know what I'm saying? It's not magic. You need to put people into it. Mm-hmm. You can use those, you know, just a link they can click, the comments, the QR codes. People using near field technology, hold your phone over something and it pops up on your phone. Just all kinds of magic stuff that's going on. You know, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Emails, everything just interconnected.
Yeah. Oh mate, I appreciate you. I know. I tell you that every time I message you. I'm always like,
you give me abuse every time you message me. You don't.
It's the gifts. I just want to message you to see your gift replies. John has one of the strongest gift games that I know. Like, it has a gift for everything. So much so that John came up with the idea of calling my bot Bob the Bot. So he comes up with this idea, let's call your bot, and that's one of the top tips, give your bot a name, guys. And he just like, every time that someone replied to something, he would have this reply, and it's so good. But mate, I appreciate your time. I know it's valuable. Big love to the family, and I'll chat with you real soon.
Thanks, mate. See you soon.
Right. Cheers, mate. Bye. He's just a good guy. He's just a really, really, really good guy. Now, before we kind of close this out, I've got a couple of things to mention to you, action steps and stuff like that. Number one is, if you have typed in Annika for the day one's PDF, chatbot for today's PDF, or Blitz to get the links, and for some reason you haven't had it, it's because we have a lot of people on these calls. So you might want to wait until the replay, then come back into the comments and just type Blitz. You should be able to get it. If you want, you can just go to fraserbrooks.com/Blitz. Whoa, a dust attack. You can go to fraserbrooks.com/Blitz to be able to get the link, to be able to share with your teams, to be able to check out more about the Blitz that's happening starting Monday the 25th. I can promise you this, if you think that there's energy on this Success Summit online, just you wait till the Blitz. We have our own separate Facebook group. It just goes on. It's already going off. There's 100 and last time I checked, I mean, there's loads of people to approve, but there's 100 and let's have a look in there already. I know a bunch of you, we've only just announced it an hour ago. There's 143 of you guys in that group already. There's 15 people waiting to be approved. When you join, you'll get the thank you page. There's a button on there to request to join the group. There's a couple of questions to answer, and then you'll be asked. You're going to see how I use my chatbot a little bit later today with a lot of you guys who are on the chatbot. I'll send you a message saying like, hey, legend, got a question for you. And it'll also promote the link in there so you can see how I use it. How have you found today? Have you guys enjoyed today? On a scale of 1 to 10, give me a 1 for rubbish, not coming back tomorrow. And give me a 10 if obviously all the way up to a 10 if it was like, this was mind-blowing, I loved it. Some of my takeaways was Alicia said 90% of life is showing up. I love little quick like snippets like that. Also, the way Lloydie said, let's just get a sneaky power in, that had me almost in tears of laughter. I was imagining all different sources. Oh, let's just get a sneaky power. Let's get a cheeky power hour. Let's get a sneaky power hour in right now. It was amazing. I can see a little love here. 7s and 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 15, easily 1,000, 10s. Oh, there's so many 10s. You guys are way too cool. I really, really appreciate you. Tomorrow, we are going to go more into mentoring and coaching. Now, you might not be at that situation right now to be a mentor or a coach. Appreciate the love, guys. But you're going to need to be able to do it. I'm going to introduce you to my shipping business concept, and then I'm going to talk about 4 different types of posts to make. So 4 different types of posts to make in order to create your own social media funnel. And then I'm going to introduce you to a friend of mine who's over in Australia. There's been a lot of Aussies on this call, actually. A friend of mine who's over in Australia. She is awesome. At the moment, she's traveling around Australia in a mobile home with her entire family. Like, how cool is that? And building a ridiculously huge network marketing business at the same time. You're going to absolutely love her. All right. So before we go, I'm going to give you action steps. Number one is, where are my action steps? Number one is go to, I should have had this set up already. Go and set your reminder. Go and set your reminder for tomorrow. All right. So tomorrow is day 4. It potentially is the last day, right? Depending on how many of you guys turn up tomorrow live, it will be, if we get over 1,000 people, we'll do day 5. If we don't, I won't, right? I love setting challenges and dares, hence why my books are I Dare You and I Double Dare You. If you haven't already done so, you can comment book in the comments to be able to get the link for I Dare You and I Double Dare You. You might want to come into the replay and comment that. But yeah, let's see. That's the challenge set. So go over to the fan page, which will be somewhere here, and there'll be a post that says day 4. Go ahead and click set or get reminder on that. So I'm going to show you really quickly how you go ahead and do that. That's going to be action step number. That doesn't look like it's going to be. That doesn't look like it's very fun. Oh no. There we go. All right. So you go onto the Facebook fan page. It's going to do like what it did whilst it's loading up. Action step number 2 is I want you to put your biggest takeaway from day 3 in the day 4 comments, right? So I want you to go onto the fan page. This is action step number 1. I'm looking forward to action step 3 as well, because this is gonna really see who this is gonna separate the boys from the men, the boys from the men, and the girls from the women, I suppose, right? So here we go, day 4. Hit get reminder. That's action step 1. That's all you got to do to be an action taker, right? And then in the comments, come in here and just write my biggest takeaway was XYZ, right? And obviously then that's action step 2. So action step 1, hit get reminder. Action step 2 is put your biggest takeaway in the comments. Then you're going to have your chance of winning the first spin the wheel tomorrow, which we're going to do before we kick things off tomorrow. All right, third action step. Lloydie and Alicia talked about making offers. They actually said that Frank Kern, who's one of my favorite marketers, says that your income will grow in direct proportion to the number of offers you bring to the marketplace. So with that being said, I want you to ask 5 of your followers on Instagram or 5 of your friends on Facebook the question that's in my book, I Double Dare You. A lot of you guys will know it if you read it, and you'll get to know it when you order it. But the question, hey Bob, hey Mary, hey John, just curious, would you be open to checking out some more information on a game-changing product that I use? No worries if not, I just thought I would ask. I want you to go and ask that to 5 people. Now, you're going to be out your comfort zone. For those of you who join the Blitz, after 5 days, I promise you, you will never have the fear of doing this ever again. Big promise, but I can eliminate fear with this. Biggest takeaways, guys, on day 4. This is day 3, so biggest takeaway put on day 4. And yeah, with that, I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. I've got 1 guest speaker tomorrow, then I'm going to be doing some more training. Then we're going to go into a Q&A session / action plan, and then we're going to wrap things up. If we reach 1,000 people tomorrow, then I will do day 5. If we don't, then day 4 will be the last day. So I appreciate you. Massive, massive love to you guys, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Remember, fraserbrooks.com /Blitz. See you tomorrow. Ciao.